Next on my list is distinguished representative of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to take part in this conference and would like, on behalf of the OSCE, express my thanks to our hosts for bringing us together to discuss considerations on the post-2015 framework for disaster risk reduction. Within the OSCE, security is defined in a broader context, what we refer to as comprehensive security. This comprehensive security approach incorporates three dimensions: the political, military, economic and environmental, and the human dimension, human rights and fundamental freedoms. In the economic and environmental dimension, our mandate is to monitor and counter risks to security and stability that are caused by economic and environmental factors, and to promote cooperation in this field with the objective of conflict prevention and confidence building. And this year's OSCE chairmanship, Switzerland, puts primary focus in the second dimension on the topic of natural disaster risk reduction and implications for security, including disaster prevention, preparedness, management, and response. Within the OSCE area, natural disasters pose significant risks, including at the transboundary level. Climate change, coupled with rapidly increasing rates of urbanization, make the impact of disasters worse. This is why international but also regional and transboundary cooperation on preparedness and response to natural disasters is important, not only as a tool to address the immediate consequence of the disaster, but also as a cooperative and a confidence-building measure aimed at avoiding the risk of tension and conflict. With its broad membership of 57 participating states, the OSCE is well placed to contribute to the international community's efforts to improve cooperation on disaster risk reduction. In our context, the importance of cooperation on natural and man-made disasters for security in our region was already recognized in 1975 by the Helsinki Final Act, the backbone of the organization's activities. This was followed by several policy documents in the form of ministerial decisions and strategies that highlighted disaster preparedness and management. We have also taken a few concrete steps in addressing disaster-related issues. Let me mention a few examples. One of them, a project that we have been implementing for the last 5 years in South Caucasus for strengthening of national and regional capacities on wildfire management. Another example in enhancing flood management capacities in the Dniester River Basin. And yet another project that aims at identifying climate change and security hotspots in Eastern Europe, South Caucasus, and Central Asia. All these projects we have been incorporated and implemented in the framework of the ENFSEC Environment and Security Initiative, through which the OSCE partners with UNEP, UNDP, UNECE, REC, and NATO as associate partner. And this 10-year-old initiative has given particular attention to natural disasters and the implications for security. I would like to very briefly turn to the IGO framework for the action and the consultations on the post-2015 framework for DRR. The project examples that I've given you indeed contribute to a number of priority areas mentioned there. In addition, I would like to mention two more areas where the OSCE could provide its specific expertise and experience. These are regional cooperation and strategies, and under the point platforms and networks for exchange. The OSCE can offer its network as a multi-stakeholder and multi-level platform to foster cooperation and consult on regional disaster risk management strategies. And the transfer and sharing of knowledge among and between regions is a recurrent theme in HFA and HF2, and an area where the OSCE can be further engaged, in particular in strengthening the capacities to meet transboundary disaster risks. We at the OSCE believe that the role of the organization in disaster risk reduction should complement existing international efforts. This role could be in regional and sub-regional coordination, as well as in strengthening and supporting the global institutional framework. Thank you.
I thank you, distinguished representative of OSCE.